Hi, today I'm going to show you a quick demo of the My Business Hub Notion template. It's a template that sits on the Notion application, so it gives you access to it on a desktop app, within a browser, on your tablets or iPads, or on your phone. So it's always there, ready for you to use wherever you want to use it, as long as you've got an internet connection. So the tool itself is really about saving you time on running your business. So it's about creating time so you can run your business. The whole system revolves around task management to a certain extent. So there's three different levels of saving time within the tool. One is about task management and making sure you're making good use of your time, using tasks that are aligned to your goals, so that you're making sure that you're working on growing your business rather than on everything that just pops in without thinking about the priority or what relevance it has. So that's the first one. It's about good task management. The second one is about creating a routine. So it's about creating habits that you can repeat on a weekly basis so that you know what you're doing and you're not wasting time having to think, oh, what should I do now? So you can create blocks of time, record it in the system so it's always there, and you can then tick off what you plan to do in those blocks of time. And the blocks are the same every week. So it could be that Monday you do your social media. Every morning before 11 o'clock you package up all of your orders and get them to the post office, and then on a Friday afternoon you do admin, something like that, and then the rest of the time is about doing your goal-based tasks. But what will save you time is being able to continually know what you're supposed to be working on, rather than thinking about, oh, what should I work on now? So that's the second point, is about a routine. And the third point is about having a resource repository, for want of a better word, where you can store everything related to your business. So somewhere where you know you can go to grab all of your branding details, or all of your policies, or all of your account details, so that it's quick access wherever you are and you're able to get that information straight away. So all of those two things are covered in the hub. So let's dive in now and take a look. It looks fairly simple and clean, and that's because everything's hidden behind the toggles, so these triangles here. And that's purpose is that it's to keep everything quick and easy to hand, so you've got quick access to everything. So as we were talking about, was one of the things was task management, and relating them to goals. So what we have is a series of areas where you can log different types of tasks. They're all in one big task database, but different types of tasks, so that you can filter out what you want to see where. So if we start with the dreams and goals section, firstly, this allows you to create, optionally, obviously, dreams, goals, and then projects, all of which are interlinked to each other. So your dreams could be your 10-year aspirations, and your goals are your stepping stones to get to those aspirations, and those goals are then equally broken down into more tangible projects that are going to help you reach that goal. So everything is interlinked, and within the projects you then have tasks that break it down, the activities down even further, so that you can tick off the task that you've completed it, and it will then trickle upstream to all of your goals and projects to say how close you are to reaching your final goal. So all of these are optional, and you can decide whether you want to use them or not. But as I say, there is great value in creating them and knowing that the tasks that you're working on meet your goals and are moving you towards goals. So there, the first point is dreams, goals and projects. If I just actually open up a project, let me see, create a website. Within that project, we can see that there are multiple tasks associated with it, of which there's a table that we've put in there. If you use the template that's defined for creating the project, you can define what tables it sets up a table to show you the tasks that are related to that project. So if I undo these tasks, you will see that the progress in that particular project, the Create Website project, has gone down, and that will also be the same. It will have reduced the progress of the goals as well. That is more obviously displayed in a dashboard, not on the weekly routine, in your reviews section, which I'll cover later. So you've got your projects, you've got your goals, and then everything else is task related. So you can create tasks however you want. So we've got an inbox section which allows you to quickly log a new task, and then forget about it until the end of the day, and you can then categorize it to go somewhere else so that you only work on what's relevant and important for you on that particular day, but nothing gets lost. So we can categorize it now if we want to, add it to a project. Let's add it to the Create Website project, and then that's all we need to do at the moment. The inbox only shows you data for today, so once the day is complete, it will automatically move this task into the unplanned task section for you to then progress it from there when you come to your weekly review or something like that. You also have a daily highlights section, which you can define what tasks you want to be working on that particular day. So they're critical tasks, and they're your critical tasks that you want to be working on. So if you wanted to create a new critical task, again, you can just go into this area rather than ignore the inbox bit and go straight into here and log it straight away here. So you can put it there, and again, I'll add that to the Create Website project. So again, it's all interlinked. You could create reminders. Again, they could be linked to projects, or they could just be reminders, whatever you want to do, and it will keep them there until you complete them. We also have a section for issues. So if you've got any issues that are outstanding that you need to make sure that you're keeping on top of, then you can log them there. And you can also have tasks that you're waiting for something from somebody else, and so again, you don't lose sight of it. It's there, but it's not always something that's preying on your mind to keep checking up on. It's just information that you can look at every now and again to see whether there's any progress on it. From after that, we've got the full task management system. So we have, which is again, it's all about the same tasks that you're using. It's the same task database, should I say, but it's just different views of the data. So the first section is overdue tasks. So if you've put start and end dates in there for the tasks, so you've planned out what you're doing, this will show you all of the tasks that are you should have completed by now and haven't. So you can work through those. You've also got the tasks that are in progress. So again, this is several different views for you to be able to see different tasks presented in a different way. So this is by start date, but we have a timeline view so that you can see everything that you should be doing based on the dates. You can look at, just work through it on a day-by-day basis. So this is everything that you've assigned for today. This is the task for tomorrow. Task by priority. Again, if you choose to, that's how you want to work through your task, then that's absolutely fine. Tasks in progress tasks, so a simple list form of everything that you've got in progress with a status of in progress. And finally, a start date, task by start and end date. These are just the things that you're working on. Or are in a state of in progress, but then you can look at all of the tasks that are in other statuses, so they're still in a planning stage or on hold, or they're planned but you haven't yet started it, so you haven't moved it to the in progress section, or are unplanned completely and you just haven't completed all of the information that needs to get populated. So this is where, if you've created an inbox task and it's moved on from the next day, that's where it would end up for you to look through and filter out when you want to do these tasks. And finally, there's a completed tasks for you to just make sure that everything is done and dusted. So that's the tasks. If we then look at, we also have a weekly routine. So when we were talking about routines, we have a section which allows you to create a bespoke routine for yourself. So you can figure out what sections of the working week that you will do particular activities, and this is repeatable activities, so it's the same activities week in, week out. And you can create checklists that you can then tick off and complete over the week. If you're then, once that week's completed, you can archive it and start a new week with the same data but refresh, so it's all unchecked, ready for you to go again. And because you've archived it, you've got a history of everything you've done and when you've done it, if you need to go back and look at that. And finally, in the task management section, we have a reviews section. So we have weekly, monthly, quarterly and annual reviews that all have their own guided questions within them. So you create a review for each week, which allows you to answer a series of questions about how well you think you've done, weekly reflection, consider the tasks, allows you to do some planning. So this is where, if you're doing this every week, you're then planning the tasks for the next week and so on. You can also put in your sales figures, and what that then does is, because the weekly reviews are linked to the monthly reviews, it then cumulatively adds up all of the weekly input and puts it into the monthly data, so that you've got all of the sales figures there to hand straight away. So you're not having to re-input that information. And the same with the quarterly. The quarterly reviews are linked to the monthly review, so it takes all of the figures from the monthly reviews, and so on with the annual reviews. Each of these reviews have different targeted questions that are more appropriate for each of the time frame that you're looking at. And of course, as I showed you before, we have the progress dashboard that shows you where you are with your progress, so that you know how things are going and keep you motivated. So if we just click off a few, and the project is now 50% complete because we've completed those tasks. So it's an easy and automatic way of working out where you are with your goals. The final section is the knowledge repository. So it's about storing information that you use for your business, so that you know where you can find it whenever you need to find it. These sections are there as placeholders for you, but you can obviously change them to be whatever you want and whatever's appropriate for your business. But within those, we have some pre-formatted pages for you to link in individual bits of resources, so that everything is captured in the system. And once you have everything there, you know where everything is. Even if it's just links to where to go, then it saves you time hunting around, trying to find it as you do now. And that's it. That's My Business Hub, quick demo, and hopefully you will save time and make your business more efficient by using it.